And I didn't want to do that.
All right, here we go again. Another day in paradise. Got myself a haircut. Just too goddamn hot to have hair right now. To be stuck underneath a truck, 95-degree weather, middle of a garage with just hotness everywhere. Too fucking hot. So, I'm bald. And let's do this. God damn, is it bright. Oh boy. These fucking sunglasses are a necessity for first thing in the morning. Can't see a fucking thing. Alright. So what about is going on? Alright, let's talk a little bit about big cities. What's going on in big cities all across the country? Homelessness, right? I mean, there used to be homeless. I remember seeing homeless. That they were there. I mean, there were people that down in their luck. Something didn't quite pan out. Maybe some mental problems. Maybe just having a bad few weeks. Everything snowballed into homeless for that time period. And they were living under a bridge, begging for food, money, all that fun stuff. But now, if you're homeless, you have projectors and cell phones. And, I mean, I saw a blow-up jacuzzi. How privileged is this country to where our homeless has TVs and cell phones and jacuzzis? And there are whole homeless encampments in the warmer cities, even up in like Chicago, not quite warm. Homeless encampments, basically towns of homeless, crime just running free. People are allowed to just do what they want because police are discouraged because it's not worth their time to catch a criminal that is homeless. And it feels like it's building exponentially. It's getting bigger and bigger. The problem is not getting better. The problem is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's kind of scary to see where could this be heading. The fact that cities are just kind of being nonchalant and okay with homeless encampments, that are just okay with thousands of people sleeping on the streets in tents, shooting up drugs. Like Portland is a fucking, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I always thought Portland was a city that had their shit together, maybe a little progressive, and kind of, in some ways, the lead in a lot of things. But they have just legalized, I guess, everything. All drugs are legal in Portland. And on top of that, with their homeless epidemic at the same time, it's pretty scary. I mean, to where you can just walk down the street in broad daylight and get mugged or stabbed or shot or taken in broad daylight. Broad fucking daylight. And honestly, there's not a goddamn thing you could do. Small businesses don't have a chance in these places. They're just, and even big businesses are moving out of these places. You don't think it's just coincidental that everything is getting so bad so fast? And honestly, it happened immediately after COVID. All of a sudden, this new president comes into power and our country is falling apart at the seams. And now it's gone past the seams. It's just the guts. The guts of this country is coming apart before our very own fucking eyes. I never paid attention to this stuff. Never cared. Never minded. My worries were about going to work, paying bills, taking care of my family. Now it's just so blunt and in your face, it's impossible not to notice that the country is unraveling. And it's happening by, like, pitting person versus person in some way. I mean, they're putting on the news a new reason to hate your neighbor every single day. I mean, today you hate him because he's black. Tomorrow you hate him because he's trans. Day after that you hate him because he's gay. Then after that you hate him because he's white. Then after that you hate him because he's an immigrant. I mean, the hateful rhetoric that is pushed so prevalent in everyday news, in all news. If I turn on CNN, I hate white people. If I turn on Fox, I hate the people talking about I hate white people. It's fucking nuts, man. It's crazy. And then just them making, like, almost crimes almost legal in Chicago. Chicago's a war zone. All you ever hear about Chicago is people getting shot, homeless encampments, immigrants now taking over black areas, and just liberal mayors that are giving people money to do fucking nothing. It's so ass backwards. It's such a fucked up world. And then if you complain about any of this, if you say it's wrong to let the whole world through our borders, it's wrong to try and help homeless off the streets, it's wrong to demonize a person because of their color or orientation or whatever, then you're called a hateful fucking bigot now. So not only is it happening, but they have people scared to do anything about it because you'll be demonized and you'll be called hateful and racist and a Nazi and all kinds of crazy shit. It's fucked up. It really feels like something's coming to it. And at the same time all this is going on, there is WW3 happening across the world, which we are like fanning the flames on right now. If that was a smoldering piece of wood, we are the fan that keeps the oxygen going towards it. Like, okay, keep it good, keep it smoldering, keep the violence going. And then at the same time, we're fucking playing chicken with China. It's like, it seems like they want a World War III so the whole world can be under a single world government. And that single world government is an American government if they don't go straight communist in China, or if that one world government is a communistic government to save the planet, so then they get to say how much food we get and where we work and how we work and what we eat and where we live for the better of everybody, right? Because whoever's in charge of that knows better than everybody. The central power knows best. So why would you bitch or moan about it because you're alive? It's fucking nuts. It really is. And then they have the college kids like wanting communism and wanting socialism and wanting Marxism. And all these communistic regimes have killed millions more than dictatorships. I know Mao's to China killed what? 80 million? 60 million? Stalin, 20 to 40 million? And we want to bring that to us? Why? Because we have Sleepy Joe that can then have the power to tell us how much food we're allowed to get for the week, or how much gas we're allowed to use for the week, or what's our power allotment for the good of the nation, right? Instead of just just open markets and freedoms and being able to debate, and it's just such a fucking shit show going on. It really is. It's so hard to wrap your head around one thing because it just feels like everything is snowballing. And God, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. It feels like something is building up, something big is going to happen. Something major is going to happen soon to be able to give the powers to centralized government, because we're all too scared. So we need to give them all the power, all of our freedoms, all of our everything, because this big drastic thing just happened, whether it be, I don't know, a bomb from China or nuclear fucking threats, or who knows, another fucking COVID times 20. It feels like something is gonna hit the fan. Something is on its way. And, fuck, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. For my kids' sake, for their kids' sake, for their kids' sake. I hope I am wrong. Crazy fucking world. I mean, maybe even we'll have a Civil War Part 2, right? It's just going to be like all the immigrants and so-called marginalized people and all the good white people who have a happy guilt for stuff they've never done against everybody else. Or it's just going to be an holistic takeover. Something big shooting is going to happen, and then they're going to say, all right, that's it. We want the guns now. And then the government against the people. And then if you're a military family, do you fight on the government side? Do you fight on your, don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. But fuck it. Let's do it. Hopefully not.